For you, I would suggest some pantsuits, perhaps muted in color. Something to offset Detective Moreland's pinstripe lawyerly affectations and the brash, tweedy impertinence of Detective Freeman. Rawls is watching on this one. Let's at least pretend we got a fucking clue.
Tweedy Impertinence. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
From Hollywood to Soho, we be wearing polo. Knockoffs is a no-no, that's just how it go though. You got it for the low-low, it's probably US Polo, a Beverly Hills Polo. All of that is so-so, interlocks and chevrons, Cruise Navy and Lemon, Ralph Lauren Wearon. I'm buying what you sellin', Maui Pink and Melon. Tell them about that Rustic.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. Greetings. Fall is right around the corner, like it's almost here. In some places, it's already here. Some of the bigger cities up north and upper Midwest, even some places out west, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, etc. Fall is pretty much already here. Now, have the leaves turn that beautiful burnt orange, red, yellow combinations? Not as of yet. And that's a signal that we are truly into fall, is when those leaves turn those beautiful colors. But the first sign of fall is temperature dropping. And so yeah, we're almost here as far as in these southern states. But a lot of other places, man, fall is here. So round of applause for the greatest season ever. So this particular episode, what I want to do is, it's more so like a dopeness episode, but there's going to be a heavy concentration on the greatest fabric ever made, ever known to man. Tweed. Now, the reason I want to do a heavy concentration on tweed is because of rustic chic. We have to keep defining this thing. We have to keep continue to evolve the face that now has a name known as rustic chic. So, not that there's necessarily one fabric that outshines every other fabric when it comes to rustic chic, but tweed is definitely, let's say, the older brother or the bigger brother of all of the fabrics that we would use in the rustic chic look, and it's probably the most popular. It's the AB honor roll, star quarterback, most handsome guy in school fabric when it comes to rustic chic high school. Tweed he's that guy. He's a 5-star prospect. He can go to any college he wants, whether academic or athletic. He's that guy. Sounds like me. Anyway, so today's episode will be a heavy concentration on tweed. We will dive a little deeper than I have in previous tweed episodes. We're gonna break down some of the different types of tweed. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole a little bit. All right. So there will be 3 rigs plus the ensemble I'm wearing. We'll make 4, and we'll start with the ensemble I'm wearing. The ensemble I'm wearing is not quite a rustic chic look, and I feel that way because of the heavy iviness of the rugby half Norfolk and the Oxford cloth button down. I think that gears it more towards that gears it more towards an Ivy look, a collegiate look, shall we say, than it does rustic chic, right? But I digress. We'll start at the bottom here. I pulled out a pair of wingtips, purple label. I bought these on eBay. Like, they were in great shape. The only noticeable signs of wear was on the bottom, and it wasn't that bad on the bottom either. So, a pair of broken end wingtips. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. All right. Green cable knit socks, polo blue label. Slim fit, small well corduroy slacks, polo blue label. Cable knit cardigan vest, polo blue label, in a nice fall yellow. All right. OCBD in the green, blue, and yellow, and maize, whatever color, fall yellow, whatever color you want to call this yellow. Beautiful yellow. I did a navy tie with the griffin all over it, and the Harris Tweed Ralph Lauren collaborative cap here, and this beauty. This beauty is one of my favorites. All right, love this purchase, made several years ago. Love it. This is a beautiful piece here. All right, it's a Donegal tweed, half Norfolk. It's got the heraldic rep stripe under the lapel. All right, green and gold with the 3 lions on the crest. Man, I don't know what to tell you other than right. Yeah, this joint is nice, man. This is one of my favorite pieces. I've had it for quite a few years, man, and I love it. We'll never part with this one, man. We'll never part with this one. Nice rough tweed feel to it, man. This is the piece de resistance of all resistance, if that makes any sense. Fragrance of the ensemble. I wanted to go with something because, you know, the Supremes can go for all of these ensembles. Easy, no problem. You can close your eyes and just pick one and it'll work for these ensembles. These rigs and the one I'm wearing. But I wanted to go with something different, but in the same realm. I wanted something a little strong, but not overbearing. I wanted something with notes that would remind you of a great scotch or a great bourbon or a great whiskey. I wanted something in that realm. So something really manly, not overbearing, smooth, and intelligent smell, if that makes sense. So I felt like black was the way to go. Now, I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago. Right now, I'm currently out of stock on double black, but double black would have worked as well. But black is which way we went for Fragrance of the Ensemble. And black is just timeless. Like, black is just timeless. I don't think they will ever stop making black. It's just a timeless fragrance. I love it. Most men love it. And women definitely love it. All right. So that's the Fragrance of the Ensemble. So now, without any further ado, man, let's get into the episode. Because I'm kind of excited to break down these tweeds and to break down these looks. And for y'all to see them. Because fall is knocking on the door. All right. Y'all ready? Me too. Man, let's go. All right, so our first look is definitely a rustic chic look. Definitely rustic chic. Now, what makes this look so much of a rustic chic look, and just such a warm, flavorful, inviting look, fall look, you know, for the Ralph Lauren guy, for the guy who loves the rustic look or rustic chic look, is the sports coat and the sweater, because they're both Shetland. All right, Shetland wool sweater, and this is Shetland tweed. Now, of course, Shetland is named after the type of sheep off of the Shetland Islands, northwest. I think it's northwest of Scotland, but it's of a Scottish heritage. Okay, Shetland is a very, very soft wool, so it makes for a very soft tweed, which is more casual than dressy. You know, that softer tweed just gives off a more casual look than a rougher tweed. Now, this particular look is it's a go-to. This is a go-to look for moi. Can't speak for you, but you're more than welcome to yay or nay if it's a go-to look for you. But this is just for how I get down. This is a simple look. I can take it or leave it with the tie. I just did the tie. Well, you'll see when we do the overall, but I did the tie because of the boots. But this particular look, man, for me is a go-to. It's real easy to put together, and it's comfortable as far as the visual, it's aesthetically pleasing to me, as well as it's comfortable on my body, right? So let's start at the bottom. Now, what we did, we pulled out the LL Beans, the bean boots. My favorite pair of bean boots, olive, 8-inch shaft leg with the herringbone pattern wrapped around and shearling on the inside. Man, these are my favorite bean boots. I know they're a little more country gentleman than the classic look of the bean boot, but this is my favorite bean boot. But anyway, on with the bean boots. All right, your chic part of the ensemble is your denim. All right, Sullivan Slim Fit. I wanted the darkest, richest pair of indigo blue denim I had. Right, I had two pair. I had one pair that was obviously left over from Polo Black because the Polo label is in black and the stitching is the same exact color as the blue. And then I had these, which had that more traditional golden tannish stitching, and I thought that just meshed better with the rustic chic look we have here. All right, rugby belt, one of my favorite rugby belts. It's just a classic hook, almost like a horse bit type of deal here, but rugby Ralph Lauren belt, rugby Ralph Lauren Shetland wool crew neck sweater over top of a nice plaid spread collar shirt with beautiful colors in it, royal blue, hues of gray, hues of fall gray, a little bit of grape, a little bit of wine. Beautiful shirt. All right, we did the pheasant necktie and more of a forest green or olive green mixture with a little bit of wine in it, and your pheasants on it. And then the piece de resistance is this beautiful tweed, Shetland tweed sports coat here. It's a half Norfolk, very soft material, very soft. The trimming on the sleeves is an added plus. I love this leather trimming here on the sleeve. These are actually surgeon's buttons here, so the buttons do come loose. It's just a beautiful piece, man. The throat latch, the elbow patches, and the gun patch on your right shoulder, all of a Gurkha hue. Man, this is just one of them. This is just one of them pieces. And like I said, overall, nice rustic chic look, casual, clean, comfortable, with a very soft Shetland tweed sports coat, just finishing it off very well. Now, before we get into this look, which is one of my favorites of the episode, before we get into this look, I want to slightly correct myself when I was talking about this beauty here. So it has a Donegal look to it because of your you can't see probably in this video, but because of specks of color in here. There's white, there's a little bit of orange, as well as some gray, right? But this is actually barleycorn tweed. Now, what barleycorn tweed is the way that it's weaved, it gives the look of barleycorn, and it has a bumpy feel to it, hence the roughness, the ruggedness of this particular tweed. All right, now, this particular look features a Saxony tweed hacking jacket. All right, a Saxony tweed hacking jacket. Now, what's Saxony tweed? Saxony tweed comes from the merino sheep, which obviously makes merino wool, and it originated in Saxony, Germany. All right, similar to the Shetland, very soft. It's a soft material, and it's soft because of merino wool. Go in your closet, or, well, hopefully, if they're in your closet, hopefully they're folded up on the top shelf or something, and not hanging. Because if you're hanging your sweater, I want you to log off right now. But go to your closet, or go to your drawer, or go to your table, or go to your stand, wherever you keep your merino wool sweaters, and touch them. Merino wool is one of the softest wool, because of the sheep from the merino, the wool coming from the merino sheep. All right. So this is a hacking jacket that is made of Saxony tweed. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. It's like a dark mint color, and it has a window pane pattern on it, and the window pane pattern, it's a burnt orange. I don't know what that burnt orange do to a brother. All right, let's start from the bottom. All right, Polo Blue Label horse bit shoes, very good shape. That's probably the chic of this particular look. Everything else is definitely on the rustic side. All right, the socks, I mean, how often do you get this lucky where you got a pair of Fair Isle socks that is a 9.2 out of 10 on the matchy scale with your sweater? All right, but I digress. Fair Isle socks, pair of heavy wool slacks here, tapered, got a great taper to them thanks to my tailor. Herringbone pants. All right, as you can see, they come with buttons for braces, so we're not wearing a belt because we got our braces on. All right, we got our braces on with some herringbone braces, some herringbone tweed braces. I mean, this is the epitome of rustic chic here. Again, the hacking jacket, ticket pocket, slanted flat pockets, everything dual vented, everything, all things hacking jacket here. I mean, this is a great piece. This is a great piece. Crew neck, Fair Isle sweater. All right. We got some mint olive. We got some royal blue. We have some wine. We have some forest green. We have a plethora of burnt orange. Like, what are we doing here? We're going crazy, son. All right. Nice bow tie here. Wine with green and cream stripes. Broke out in a state driving cap. Gray with a plaid check with some more burnt orange. I mean, this is a look. This is a look. This is a vibe. I did the little fox hunt horn as my lapel pin here. A peach colored OCBD is our shirt. We got an orange, burnt orange, peach, and wine colored pocket handkerchief in our pocket, squared off. Man, this I might wear this look. I might wear this look to go to sleep. I'm gonna put this on and then go to bed. I'm gonna sleep in this. That's how dope it is. But no, this is a great look, a great example of rustic chic. Obviously, you know, we've talked about it before. For some of the viewers, Fair Isle is here or Fair Isle is here. You can interchange the shirt. It's nothing. You know, a Shetland wool shirt, a merino wool shirt, merino wool, a merino wool crew neck or V-neck will be perfect. You know, you could do something in a solid, but you know, as long as the color has that fall appeal, but it has a little pop to it, you can switch it out if you're not with the Fair Isle. But man, this is a winner. This is a winner right here. Now for this look, we went away from rustic chic and we went back to our vintage ivy look, our collegiate look. All right. It is what it is. Like this is a great look. It's again comfortable, casual. Yeah, it stands out. It stands out without being, you know, too charismatic or too flamboyant. Down to the pants, even with the pants, it's still a great casual, vintage collegiate ivy look. All right, and the star of the show is this wool tweed sports coat here. Now, this is Cheviot, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is Cheviot tweed. Cheviot is from the Cheviot Islands. Again, we're talking Scottish, and it's a much heavier, rougher. It makes for a much heavier and rougher tweed. All right, this is by far not. I'm not gonna say by far, but just from whether I'm wearing it or touching it, whatever, picking them up, comparing them like that, this is the heaviest, and it's pretty close with this barley corn, but it's a rougher feel as well. But I love this coat. I love this sports coat. It's beautiful tartan pattern. Matter of fact, let's just start at the bottom. So what we went with was a staple in the collection, our tassel loafers, our beautiful dark brown tassel loafers. I wanted to go with something dark to complement the yearbook cords here. All right, we've discussed these cords. I won't say ad nauseum because they're so freaking beautiful, but we've discussed these cords over the course of our journey here at Seamless Style. So I won't go into it. You can just look for yourself and see how great they are. And I still have yet to get those orange ones. They will eventually make it home to pop. All right. Well, anyway, I wanted to go with dark dress casual shoes to not only complement the sports coat, but to offset the bright color of these yellow yearbook cords. All right. The brother of the crew neck Shetland wool sweater in the beginning of the episode. That's what we're wearing here. Now this is a light olive tan mix, whatever color you come up with when you mix light olive and tan, that's what this would be. It's almost like a boating khaki, but then you have this heather. You have heather all throughout. So the heather that you see in the sweater is why I picked this particular OCBD, because it pulls out that heather. They're the same color, that mint, and it pulls it out, right? And then we go with something darker on top, which is our Cheviot tweed sports coat here. Beautiful tartan pattern, dark hued, throat latch, single vented in the back. It's a great piece. It's a great piece. And you know, once you put everything together, this is a pretty decent. This is a pretty neat ensemble. Somewhat has somewhat whimsical aspects to it because of the yearbook pants. But you know, you have quite a few colors here, but they're all complementary to each other. They're not clashing. You know, it's not making you look off-putting. It's a great freaking look. You can complete the look with a driver's cap or not. It just depends on what you want to do. But yeah, this is a timeless look for the Ralph Lauren guy. And that's another episode in the books. So what y'all think, man? Today we did somewhat of a dopeness episode, but it had a heavy concentration on tweed, right? Had a heavy concentration on the most charismatic fabric, not only in the rustic chic stylings, but in the world of Ralph Lauren as a whole. Gotta agree with that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Unless you're just still into wearing sweatsuits and polos with matching Jordans. And if that's the case, you're probably on the wrong channel. Just saying. Get in the comment section, man. This is the question of the day, right? And I might even pin this question. This is the question of the day. How much tweed you got in your collection? If you're here and you're a collector, you consider yourself a collector, or you are a certified collector, how much tweed you got in your collection? I think that matters. I think it matters if you are a collector. Now, if you're just a casual, you know, I'm just a guy that likes to dress well, you know what I mean, and I really like what you're doing, Mr. Parker, I salute you. How much tweed you got? How much tweed you got? And because tweed is so popular, I hate the word popular, but because tweed is that deal, man, you don't, I mean, they ain't paying me, right? So you don't have to, you know, wait for RalphLauren.com to drop a bomb of tweed. They have it, it's there. But you know, if you're trying to save a couple coins and you ain't trying to pay them price points, which the price points are normally reasonable, but if you're not trying to pay that, you know what I mean, do what I do. I got a lot of tweed sport coats, a lot of tweed sports coats, a couple of tweed suits, man. I got a lot of tweed, and the overwhelming majority of it came secondhand, man. eBay, Poshmark, all day Saturday Goodwill runs. It's out there. It's out there. I'll give you a quick little hint. Wherever you live, I can only speak for the States. I don't know how it works overseas. To my overseas brothers, salute. I don't know how it works over there. But if you live in the United States of America, if you live in the States, wherever your upper middle class to wealthy neighborhoods are, visit those Goodwills closest to those neighborhoods. It's just common sense. It's not a racial thing. It's not a economically diverse. It's none of that. It's nothing deep to it. It's just common sense. If you have a Goodwill within 2 or 3 miles of an upper middle class neighborhood or town, or you know, where mansions are, something like that. Like, for example, one of my favorite Goodwills to go to when I go on Goodwill runs, and they're all day runs, is in Lake Norman. It's right down the street from millionaires' homes. When millionaires go to make those drop-offs for Goodwill and get that receipt as a tax write-off, where do you think they're going to go closest to home? They're not going to travel all the way to, in Charlotte's case, they're not going to travel all the way to East Charlotte to drop off their Goodwill stuff, to get a receipt, and then go back home. So wherever you live, whatever city, whatever state, wherever there's upper middle class to wealthy folk, go to the closest Goodwill when you go on your Goodwill hunts. And I bet you find some tweed. I know that just on this tea stand alone, there is at least 4 or 5 beautiful Ralph Lauren tweed sport coats that came from Goodwill in Lake Norman. All right. Anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, man, because we here. In all of our brash, Tweedy impertinence. Artists paint pictures. Haters paint narratives, man. So don't be a hater, all right? Y'all have a good one.